All right, so today we're taking a look at the new AirPods 4, and we're going to compare them to the Samsung Galaxy Buds 3. And we're starting off with a microphone test. Right now, what you guys are listening to is a sample of the microphones coming directly from the AirPods 4. And now, what you guys are listening to is the microphones coming from the Samsung Galaxy Buds 3. So, you guys let me know down in the comment section below, does one of them sound better than the other?
All right, so hopefully y'all found that microphone test to be useful. For me, I think I would give a slight edge to the Galaxy Buds, but I think they both did a great job. Now, aside from that, we got a lot to talk about when it comes to the AirPods 4 versus the Galaxy Buds 3. To start things off, let's talk design. The AirPods case has to be one of the smallest cases you're going to find when it comes to a pair of earbuds. This thing is extremely compact. As far as pocketability, it doesn't get much better than this. And because this case is so small and compact, I can actually see these earbuds getting lost by quite a few people. But the good thing is it does have the speaker on the bottom, which is Find My compatible. So as long as you have an iPhone, you can go in there and you can track as well as chirp the case if it's misplaced. And when it comes to tracking earbuds, Apple is definitely leading the pack. The fact that you can get turn-by-turn directions to the case or even the earbuds is super clutch. The Galaxy Buds also have some tracking features. You're able to chirp the earbuds as long as they're outside the case. For example, if they're under the bed or under the sofa, you can use that chirp feature to listen and help you locate them easier. You can also see the latest address where the earbuds were last paired to your device. But overall, I still prefer the functionality of Apple's tracking ability. Another thing I'll say about the AirPods case being as small as it is, if you have large fingers, it can be a little tricky getting these in and out of the case. With the Galaxy Buds, nearly half the earbud is exposed when the case is open, so it's a lot easier to remove them. Now, both cases do support wireless charging, so if that's a feature you enjoy, you don't have to make any sacrifices there. Now, moving things over to the earbuds, overall they look extremely similar. The main thing that stands out to me is that the Galaxy Buds are more angular with sharp edges, and the AirPods have a more rounded shape, and I think that actually impacts the fit. For me, the AirPods sit a little bit more flush in the ear compared to the Galaxy Buds. Both earbuds are incredibly comfortable, and I don't really have an issue with either one staying in place, but for me, it does feel like the AirPods hug the ear just a little bit better. Both earbuds have optional wearing detection, which can pause your music anytime you remove one of the earbuds. And then as far as physical controls, they both use squeeze controls. However, the Galaxy Buds also let you control your volume by swiping. With the AirPods, you're able to control everything except volume. And then with the Galaxy Buds, they also have built-in voice controls. Stop music. Play music. Next song. Volume up. Volume up. Volume down. Previous song. Previous song. Obviously, you can do the exact same thing with Siri on the AirPods. I just like the fact that with the Galaxy Buds, you don't have to say a specific catchphrase before announcing an action. Now, even though you don't have physical volume control with the AirPods, there is a new personalized volume feature that's actually pretty cool. Basically, the earbuds will increase or decrease the volume based on the amount of ambient noise around you. And I was actually cutting the grass the other day, and as soon as the lawnmower powered on, the volume gradually increased to make sure everything remained audible. And then as soon as the lawnmower powered off, the volume decreased to its original level. Now, staying with the whole hands-free approach, the AirPods also now have head gestures, which allows you to answer or reject phone calls by either nodding or shaking your head from left to right. And this is not exactly new technology. We've seen this with other earbuds in the past, like the Sony 1000XM5, but it's nice to see Apple add this to their arsenal. Now, one thing we touched on with the AirPods case is it being easy to lose due to its size, and I can also see it being easy to drop, especially if you have fat fingers or if you're just clumsy, which is why a protective case can be a good idea. This is the Cyber Flick Lock case from ESR. This thing provides amazing protection. As you can see, all four corners as well as the front and the back of the case are protected, and you still have access to your charging indicator, your charging port, as well as the speaker on the bottom for tracking purposes. The Flick Lock case has built-in magnets as well as an internal latch to make sure the lid stays securely closed at all times. There's nothing worse than dropping your case and watching your earbuds spill on the floor. With this case, that's never an issue. As far as portability, the case comes with an optional clip, which you can attach to your clothes or a bag to help you keep track of your AirPods, and you still have MagSafe compatibility with magnetic strength that's 136 times stronger than the AirPods case itself. And best of all, you can access your AirPods with just one hand. There's also the Earbud Hybrid case, which not only comes in multiple colors, it combines a hard shell with a shock-absorbing core for dual protection. It has a magnetic locking lid to keep the case securely closed, and it comes with a lanyard which you can wrap around your wrist or attach to a bag. And just like the Flick Lock case, it's MagSafe compatible. So make sure you check out the links in the description for the ultimate protection for your AirPods 4. Now moving back to the Galaxy Buds, you can also customize the pinch and hold function, which by default controls your ambient sound, but you can also set it to launch specific apps like your Assistant, Spotify, Samsung Mindfulness if you want to relax or kind of zone out, or even Samsung's Live Interpreter, which could be incredibly useful during international travel. You can basically have a live conversation with someone in another language, and the earbuds will act as the interpreter. I think this feature is only available on some of the latest Samsung devices, so if this is something you're interested in, I recommend checking your device's compatibility beforehand. Now, as far as connection, neither one of these offers multi-point. However, they do let you switch between other devices within the same ecosystem. So if you have multiple Apple devices, with the AirPods, you can easily switch between those devices. And with the Galaxy Buds, if you have multiple Samsung devices, again, you're going to be able to switch between those devices. Now, one thing that's going to be important to keep in mind in terms of future use is Auracast. This is a newer technology that I think will start to become standard over the next few years. And basically, it allows you to connect multiple devices to one source. So for example, if there's a TV with Auracast and there's a group of 5 people that want to watch a movie, if you have 5 different sets of Auracast compatible headphones, you could connect them to the TV, and now each person has their own audio setup. And there's essentially no limit when it comes to Auracast. So if you had 100 headphones, in theory, you could connect 100 headphones to that one TV. And the Galaxy Buds are Auracast compatible. So again, I think this is something that'll be useful in terms of the future. I know Apple has their audio sharing technology, but if I'm not mistaken, you're only allowed to connect 2 devices at one time. Now let's go ahead and talk sound. For a pair of open style earbuds, I think they both do a great job. I think no matter which way you go, you're going to get great clarity, great detail, and they both provide an enjoyable listening experience. I think the first thing that really stands out is the fact that you have dedicated presets to choose from with the Galaxy Buds. There's 6 built in that you can choose from, but if that's not enough, you can fully customize the 9-band EQ to find that perfect sound. There are ways that you can switch up the EQ with the AirPods as well, but it's nice to have that flexibility right out the gate with the Galaxy Buds. Overall, I do feel like the Galaxy Buds are a bit more dynamic, especially in terms of the bass. I feel like it extends a little bit deeper. It helps things come off a little bit warmer while still maintaining really good clarity. As far as volume, I feel like they're pretty evenly matched, but if I had to choose one just based on sound quality alone, for me, it would be the Galaxy Buds. Again, I feel like they're just a little bit more dynamic. Now, as far as noise cancellation, I actually think these are better than what most people give them credit for. As far as your everyday ambient sounds, like voices, they're not the best, but as far as lower frequency sounds, they do a decent job, and they can kind of take the edge off depending on your environment. So don't expect AirPods Pro or Galaxy Buds Pro level noise cancellation, but when it comes to things like travel, especially on an airplane, things of that nature, I can see the noise cancellation being somewhat useful. I will say that the noise cancellation on the AirPods does seem to be slightly more effective than the Galaxy Buds, and I'm pretty sure it's the best noise cancellation you're going to get on a pair of earbuds that don't have ear tips. And last but not least, as far as durability, the AirPods have an IP54 dust and water resistant rating, and the Galaxy Buds have an IP57 dust and water resistant rating. So if you plan on subjecting these to extreme conditions, the Galaxy Buds are going to give you just a little bit more peace of mind in terms of water resistance. So that pretty much covers it for this video. I did my best not to get too deep in the weeds and just focus on things that actually make a difference. So hopefully you found the video to be useful. If so, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing to the channel. And aside from that, I appreciate you guys as always, and I'll see you in the next one.